Three. Number three. In God's economy, you reap more than you sow. When it comes to the goodness of God, we're going to say it that way. When it comes to the goodness of God, you reap more than you sow. Matthew 13 says this. It says, there we go. Jesus says, still other seed fell on a good soil, where it produced a crop 160 or 30 times what was sown. 160 or 30 times what was sown. If you plant an apple seed, do you wait to harvest an apple seed? No, that would be crazy. If every time you planted one seed, you only got one seed back, we'd all be dead. We'd starve to death. But in God's economy, you plant one seed and you get an apple tree that has many, hundreds of seeds in there so that we can feed many people and then go back and plant many seeds so that we can do it all again. That's how it works. When it comes to the goodness of God, you reap more than you sow. You reap more than you sow. Any of you ever heard of a man named John Chapman? Anybody heard of John Chapman? You have, you just don't realize it. John Chapman, a long time ago, John Chapman used to go around this country and he would plant apple orchards. He would go around and plant apple orchards all over the place. Now, a lot of people know that about John Chapman. What they don't know about John Chapman was actually a devoted follower of Christ. And when he was planting seeds of apples, he was also going around and planting seeds of the gospel. In fact, it's said that more people in the West were saved by John Chapman than maybe anybody else back hundreds of years ago. What was John Chapman's name, or what do we know him by? Johnny Appleseed, right? Real guy, Johnny Appleseed. Now, all over the country, you can go around and you see apple orchards that were planted by John Chapman, Johnny Appleseed. But you know what? And the apples that were there that have been produced over the hundreds of years, they produce way more seeds than what he originally planted. But did you know that even more important than that is the seeds of the gospel that he planted? Those seeds have sprouted 100-fold more than what he originally planted hundreds of years ago. In God's economy, when it comes to the goodness of God, you will reap a whole lot more than you sow. Do not ever let the devil tell you that you have failed if someone doesn't accept Jesus